occasion eating them, and who's to say that they won't pick one off that might be dead, or I've seen one eating one very seldomly, and I'm assuming that must be one that probably died on its own, and they're just eating the carcass. Because I see cherry shrimp in here swimming all day long, and but they could care less. They never pay attention to them. So you look at cherry shrimp here; they're not bugging. So such a cool combination. Though. That's why I like it. The cherry shrimp and the white clouds. I'm curious to I'm really curious to what it would be like if I had in this tank just all regular white clouds, not golden ones, just regular ones, and see how it look. But in order for me to do that, I'd have to get rid of my golden white clouds, which I don't really want to. It seems kind of silly. That's why I thought about adding a few regular ones. Yeah, I thought about it actually recently. I got it in my head to possibly like upgrade this tank to a 60 breeder. I don't know if anyone's seen them. They're like a new tank from Aqueon. But it means I'd have to buy a whole new stand and all that bullshit, and I don't really want to do that. So I think for now I just leave it as it is. I mean, it could be a good future endeavor. It's basically a short 75 gallon. Instead of being 21 inches tall, it's 16 inches tall. You know, I would really love to find a tank, kind of like this one. I believe it's called a 45 gallon frag tank. Seapora used to make them, but unfortunately they don't make them anymore. They make them as like a weird rimless, rim ready, reef ready setup, which I'm not really a fan of because it has this big fucking overflow box over here inside, which I don't need. But a 45 gallon frag tank would be really cool because it'd be 48 by 18 and have more depth, but it would be the same height as this tank. So, because I've really grown to love tanks that are short like this because they're so much easier for maintenance, which is why I love this tank so much. You know, they're easier for plant growth. Lots of things. They're easier. They're better for oxygen because the water is lower, or shorter, or whatever the fuck you'd like to call it. I find that's why the plants grow so well for me here, in here for me. They don't like grow at like warp speed or anything, but this is, like I said, the only tank I've ever actually had where plants have grown. All the other tanks I've ever done, the plants just kind of turned to mush. That was it. So, and they grow in this tank without me even doing anything. Literally, I do nothing, and they just grow. So, look at this rotella. Maybe I could probably trim it more often, but this shit has to be trimmed constantly. Look how tall it grows. This stuff grows bonkers. Look at this Cryptolense. Look at that. That's nuts. For some reason, that's the only one though that grows like that. The rest of them, they do grow, but they don't like grow that tall. These crypts grow pretty crazy. Have some new, shoots every once in a while. So this crypt here, oh, speaking of crypts, here's some other random little shoots. I find it weird because crypts will shoot runners way over here, like right up to the glass of the tank. So like this one here, this was not one that I bought. This was actually a runner originally, and it just grew. And I just kind of left it be. That's kind of what I like to do, is just let it be. So I think I've rambled on here enough. My phone is giving me a battery warning, so. But yeah, I think that's about it. Everyone be safe out there. I'm out.